crafters, welcome back to my channel Because I'm Crafty. My name's Katelyn and today I'm showing you part 1 of my baby booty tutorial. So in the first part I'm showing you a simpler pair, and in the second video I'm showing you a little bit more difficult pair. It just has more pieces to it, but I both got them from the website Shwin&Shwin and they were free patterns, so I will link them down in the description, but I just thought these were really cute and easy to make. Now this pair I did make different than the pattern that they offer. They made theirs out of leather and they had a fringe going along the back with a bow on the front, and I just decided to skip those because the fabric that I'm using doesn't really allow for that and I didn't really want to do those parts. So here's a close-up of the booties. I used a knit for the front, a flannel for the back and the inside, and some grippy fabric on the bottom. So I really like this pattern because they almost look like little toms, but for little babies. And these are super easy and quick to make, and I really like this idea because if you have scraps laying around a fabric that you don't know what to do with, this is the perfect way to use them up because they don't use much fabric and they take no time at all. So if you want to learn how to make these little baby booties, make sure to keep on watching. This will be along the front of the shoe, the top of the shoe. I'll cut another one out of this for the grippy bottom fabric, and then this will be the heel piece, so I'll have to cut another set of those, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut those out. I'm going to cut a white batting piece with a little bit more cushion to it. So we also need this out of the grippy fabric, and I'm going to use my paper scissors again to cut this because I don't want to dull my fabric scissors because of the little PVC dots. So there's our top and our liner. We've got 4 pieces for our heel, and we've got our soles all together. And for these ones we sewed the edges together. So I want to line those up so that the edges can be sewn together. This pattern had a piece for the top edge, but they also made this pattern out of leather. So they just folded the edge over and sewed it. It didn't need any kind of seam allowance, but because this fabric will fray away on me, it's not like leather, we gotta finish off that edge. So we're gonna use a really small seam allowance. And then for the soles of our feet, I think it would be smart to baste around the edges. So I'm going to hand baste around these. Okay, so my soles are stitched together. I'm going to go ahead and stitch these together on my machine and then put them together. I went and cut some of this sew-in woven interfacing, and I'm just going to add it to my layer of flannel so that the heel has some stiffness so that it'll actually stand up properly. I think just the 2 layers of flannel, it won't stay. So next I'm going to top stitch around these pieces with the white. Okay, so we've got both of our heels top stitched, and I want to top stitch around the top of the toe part. So I want to put the peach color on so that it has the right color top stitching. So I'm going to take my toe part and I'm going to find the center, and I'm going to do the same thing with the heel pieces. We're going to pin our toe down. And then we're going to take our heel, see how this would be pretty difficult to sew if you did choose to use leather, so that really, really thick. I do also have an extra layer in my sole, but still. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna sew it from this side. I have to push it out because its seam allowance is thick. That looks so cute. I'm glad I put interfacing in the heel. It definitely makes it sit better. Here's the other one. Might do a bit of top stitching right here, just over top of what I've got so that it will hold this heel part down. But for now I'm just going to leave it. That way I have movement to unfold it and do that liner piece. So I got my little shoes here and their soles, and I've got a needle and thread. So I want to seal in this part. So I'm basically going to have my seam allowance turned in, and this will have seam allowance turned in, so I'm going to end up catching all of that inside. So I'm just going to start at the end here, and I've folded under my seam allowance. And I'm just going to make a knot at the edge here. Okay, and then I'm just going to catch the edge of my liner, and then catch the sole of my shoe, and just keep folding in that edge. Catching the liner, and then catching the sole of the foot. So I'm just going to go back and forth until I make it all the way around. Okay, so I've got both my liners in now, and I'm just going to put a little tack in through here. So from the bottom, I'm just going to make a knot, and I'm using the peach thread so that it won't show from the top. I'm going to go through the top, make sure I'm coming through top threads, and I'm going to line this up here. And I'm going to go through both sides. There we go. So we just got a few tacks right at the top there. So I'll do the same to the other side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this baby booty tutorial. If you want to see the next one, they are the baby Oxfords. They're a little bit more difficult, but still so cute in the end. I really love how both of them turned out. So if you decide to make some baby booties in the future and use up maybe some of your scrap fabric that you've got lying around, make sure to leave me a comment down below and maybe share a picture with me on Instagram or Facebook and hashtag #BecauseI'mCrafty. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'll see you next time, crafters. Bye!